questions. So we're going to go to free DSiWare. I'm pretty sure the internet browser is the only free one as of the moment, current time. Yeah, Nintendo DSi web browser is the only free thing right now, and I do have that downloaded. You might be able to see that. Wish this camera had macro. I'm just thinking about things right now. Does it? No, it doesn't. That would be cool though if it did have macro. Let's zoom out a little bit. Okay, we're gonna go. You can find titles, search for a certain title. I really want to download that. That thing looks cool. You got popular titles you can search. You can search by newest editions. You can search by publisher. You can search by genre, and you can search by software title. That's all your search mode. So this is basically what the DSi shop looks like and how it feels. It's really nice. It's not as easy and as fast as the App Store is, but it's pretty quick and pretty easy. Well, that makes everything so much better. So the 800 and plus games are all the upper games. The March of the Minis was in there. 500 games. There's not much in 500. There's not much in 200. They're really just starting to develop this. There's not much in any of the categories. Asphalt is actually pretty new. I didn't see that. I went on there yesterday. It must have just been released today. But anyway, we're going to go back and we're going to go home. So press the home button. Wow. The power button. Tap the power button. This is going to be a three-parter, guys. This is your DS downloadable play. I don't have anything to show you guys with that. With PictoChat. We'll go ahead and show that. But you guys know what's up about PictoChat. You can go to chat room A, chat room B. You can talk to people in PictoChat, and you can edit, you can add things, you can erase, you can draw, multicolor drawing, you can change the font, you can change the way the letter looks. It's not that big of a deal, PictoChat. I didn't really use it on my DS, and I probably won't really use it on the DSi. It's just there for you to use. We already went through gameplay, so we're not going to do that. The next thing is the web browser, guys. We're going to go and take a look at the web browser. It says Nintendo DSi browser and Nintendo on the top screen. And down here it says please wait. Opera software, that's what did. The web browser does load up pretty quick. Up at your top screen it says use buttons appearing on the touchscreen to access various functions as well as return the DSi menu. Alright, you can start page, you can go to www, go to page, search page, favorites, help, settings, history, and DSi menu. So we're going to go to history, and it gives you every place you've been. I've been on a FedEx tracking, I've gone to my Gmail, I've gone to YouTube. It's right now loading up YouTube. It does load pretty fast, websites. As you can see, YouTube is already loading up. Okay guys, switch hands here. Okay, and there's YouTube. Your delay, as you can see, you got a little magnifying glass, and the bottom screen is what's in that magnifying glass. So you can scroll. You get this little hand that grabs, and you can change that up by clicking this button. And now this one's the magnifying glass, and your top screen is whatever you're looking at. So this is a very nice feature. It's what makes me use this web browser over the iPod Touch web browser is you don't always have to be zoomed in and you don't have to pinch. You can see the whole page and you can be zoomed in at the same time. This is what makes me use this web browser all the time instead of using the iPod Touch web browser. It doesn't load as fast as the Touch web browser, but it is better to use, as in this version. The Touch is easier to use, but this is easier in the fact of looking at a web page. I would use this a lot more often. Down here you can refresh the page, you can go to search again, you can go home, you can just your favorites, and you can change this back and forth again. So we're going to go home, and there's your www go to page, your start page, and you can start at a web page. We're going to go to settings now. So you can, my search engine is always Google. I like that. I use Google. There's an option to use Yahoo. You can download images, you can turn that on and off. You can text wrap, which is turning your text on and off. You can combine frames, which is combining those two pages back and forth like I did before. And this is your connection, which I don't want to show. Connection down here. Connected to Johnson Monitor, connection 2. And you can delete your cookies. You can restore default settings, and you can put your version information. So you got your daylight savings time and everything. These are your time zones and everything, your proxies, internet settings, all that good stuff. So you can close here. I thought I tapped that. I don't use my left hand a lot, guys. But my other hand was starting to get a little tired. Alright, now we're going to go to search. So, what are we going to go to? We're going to go to Twitter. Twitter.com. We're going to search. And just see how fast the website I've never been to loads up. Alright, and it does load relatively fast. Did I not spell it right? I don't think oh no, that was the Google search. I didn't spell it right. There's twitter.com, I forgot that T, and you can tap that and it'll load it right up. And there's Twitter, guys. Twitter loads awfully fast on here. I've never been to Twitter on here and it loaded pretty fast. And you can search Twitter, view the whole page again, change it. This is how I usually keep it. I like the magnified part on the top and the magnifying glass on the bottom. This shows the whole page and what you're looking at. So, pretty much, guys, the web browser is, number one, easy to use. Number two, it's pretty fast for what it is. And it's something that the DS did not have before. It's something that I would buy this thing just for the web browser, because of the way it looks. Compared to this is so much easier. That, and I like the stylus because I got fat fingers, guys. Big old fat fingers. That touchscreen is just hard for me to use sometimes, unless it's in a landscape. With the new 3.0, I find myself using it a lot more because I can send emails directly from it. But you can go back and it will load every page that you were just on. So the web browser is the nicest thing I have seen Nintendo build in their mobile devices since the dual screen. So that's a plus, and the cameras are a big plus. What made me buy this are the cameras, the fact that it can use internet. I love that in the device, and the matte finish, which was really nice. That was a plus too, and the bigger screens. This thing is a little bit bigger of a device. It's a little wider, it might be a little bit thinner. And it's a lot better than the DS Lite or DS. Way better in my book. So guys, check out Nintendo.com. I got it going on in the background. See the prices. You got a DS Lite right now. You're looking at, you get $70 for your DS Lite in a trade-in, or your DS in a trade-in. And you figure this thing's $169, so you pay about $90 for this device right here if you already own a DS.